test the awning out. With this awning, it does have shocks on it. So if the awning does fill up with water, the shocks are supposed to give and the water will come off one side or the other. What I recommend doing is angling it. Pull this down, tighten the knob. Because if you let it fill up with water, all you're doing is stretching the fabric. But make sure you angle it one way or the other. And then make sure it's released again before you put the awning in. Head in, I guess. Some lights on in here. Okay, we'll start with the monitor panel. This is your monitor panel. This is to check the battery. To get an accurate reading off the battery, you have to be unplugged from the outlet, so it reads just the battery. You get your freshwater tank, which is reading the third because yesterday was really hot. It's just condensation. I have flushed out all the tanks. They're completely empty. Black 1, which is this bathroom here. You got black 2, which is the back bathroom. Then you have your gray tank and the galley tank from the kitchen. This is a ceiling light for inside the camper. This is a floodlight, which is outside. A porch light, which is right outside the door. Your water pump if you're running off the fresh water tank. And this is your water heater if you want to run it off gas. You see the fault light came on. When it lights, the fault light will go out. If the fault light comes back on again, it means it didn't light. Right there, it just lit. Shut that off. This backlight switch, excuse me, this backlight switch is for decorative purposes only. This first slide room switch is for the main slide. This slide room switch is for the back bunk room slide. And this is your awning extend and retract. Pay attention to the extend and retract when you bring it in, because this awning will roll up backwards and it could damage it. We also have a remote control. There we go. You have to press the up arrow and select. So you can operate your main slide. You have in and out. Oops. Retract it. Extend it. You have your rear slide, your front landing gear, the awning, and you can change the contrast, make it lighter or darker on that. And let's see, of course, you have a flashlight on here. And this front light switch is for the front docking lights. This is handy if you're close to trees. You can stand outside and put the slides out.
Nice.
Let's see. Okay, this is your thermostat. This is for, let's see, you have AC, the AC unit, or if you just want the fan on, just have the fan on without the compressor coming on. And we can go down to furnace. Right now the blower is coming on the furnace. It removes any fumes that could be in the system, then it will light. Right there, it just lit. I'll shut that off, and it's going to go through a cool down cycle and then it shut itself off. You have storage under the bed. Yeah, let's see. Have a TV shelf, so you can add a TV into here. All the alarms in this camper have been replaced. The carbon monoxide alarm, the smoke alarm, and the LP alarm. They're all outdated, so I replaced them all. Right here. This is your breaker box. To open it, just push it. These are all the breakers for the 110. Your microwave, TV, AC unit, all your GFI outlets, and the hot water heater. These are all your 12-volt fuses, which will run everything is listed here. Slide room, lights, living room, bedroom, and the kitchen. Those are all 12-volt. Right here you have two 48 fuses. This protects the converter. If you hook your battery up backwards or the positive wire hits the frame, these fuses will blow. So if you notice your lights are really dim, check these fuses first. Okay, in here you have a fold-away bed. Pull up on the back, you have to pull these cushions out. Inside here you have an air mattress. Which has its own inflator on it. Just plug it in. You can inflate and deflate with this. Okay, you have your range here. To light the range, you just turn it on to light and turn the sparker to light the stove. And turn the sparker clockwise only. To light the oven, you want to put it on the pilot. Push it on the knob. Your pilot's lit. You want to hold this knob in for 20 to 30 seconds so that the thermocoupler will open up the gas valve. It's a safety feature, so if the pilot ever goes out, the gas valve turns off. And we're baking. If you're going to use the oven a lot, you turn this back down to pilot so that the pilot stays on, then turn it back on again to cook with. You go all the way to off, everything goes out, and you have to relight the pilot again. Microwave, just a basic microwave. Alright, the refrigerator, push the button in to turn it on. Alright, so right now we're on auto, it's running off electric. If the power goes out, it will automatically switch to gas. When the power comes back on, it'll go back to electric. If you wanted gas, push the gas button out. And you probably won't hear this, but you hear a click when it lights. Right there, it just lit. If the check light comes on, it means it did not light. Make sure the LP tanks are on. Maybe the LP's not back here yet. Try it again. Sometimes it takes 3 tries. And that's your LP detector right there. That's a new one I just put in. Smoke alarm up there on the ceiling. That's a new one I put in. I also put in a new fire extinguisher. It's right by the entrance door.